Hello, Capricorn. Happy New Year. Happy 2020, and welcome to your year ahead forecast. My name is Kirsten Wagner. I'm a spiritual coach, tarot reader, and aspiring astrologer. And today we are taking a look at the energies coming in for you in the year ahead. All right, so this is a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Of course, if you are looking to go deeply into your own astrological chart or your own tarot reading to get some one-on-one guidance, I absolutely encourage you to take a look at my website, kirstenwagner.online, and I'd be more than happy to schedule a session to take a look at that for you and really kind of go into the things that you have questions about and that you most want to know about. But today we're going to keep it pretty straightforward, typically around 20-30 minutes. And we've got a 10-card spread as well as a guidance card. I'm using the energy of the Oracle deck for those of you that are interested, as well as the Moonology deck for the guidance card today. I have already shuffled the cards, laid them out, set the intention that a message comes through for you that really resonates with you. It validates something for you, a question that you've had, motivates and inspires you, and just really gives you, faith that you are on the right path and that everything is being revealed for you in divine timing and that it's going to be a great year ahead. All right, so let's go ahead, jump in, and get started. So the first card that I'm going to pull, or that I'm going to read for you guys, is representing the goal and aspiration for the year ahead. All right, okay, interesting. So the year ahead for Capricorn, we've got the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So this is interesting to me just because, what I know about Capricorn is that you're very hardworking, you're very, very diligent, you're very intelligent. You are definitely, great leaders, and you're willing to do the hard work, and you also love to plan. You have to know all the details. It's all about having a well thought out plan, collecting all of the resources, the right people, knowing what you need to know, just like really setting yourself up for success. And it sounds like that's something that's really going to be important to you this year. And that's no surprise because it is a year of Capricorn, right? There's so many transits and so much Capricorn energy in this entire year, right? It's insane. So you guys are really on stage showing the rest of the world how to survive in this energy of Capricorn because you do it so naturally and so well, right? So, I kind of see this as like, Capricorn being, in the center, on the stage, in the light for everybody to see. So it's like you, in your identity and who you really are, you're ready to shine. You're ready to be acknowledged. You're ready to kind of reap the rewards of those natural innate gifts that you have to do the hard work, to set out the plan, to obtain the knowledge, the training, the skill set, like everything that you've been accumulating and working so hard for. It's time for all of that to come full circle and for you to start really manifesting the rewards of all the work that you've been putting in. So beautiful card to kind of start out the reading for you. Let's see what it is that's empowering you to achieve this. Contract, interesting, okay. So I'm seeing a couple things for this. It might be that you're actually, for some of you, really looking for a great job. It could be that, you've been spending the last year or so, in school or taking classes and courses or, working with a mentor or a coach or something to kind of build up your skill set, to plan, to prepare. And now you're looking to really integrate all that into a new job or some sort of collaborative project or partnership or something that actually requires a formal written contract. It could also represent, a marriage. It could be a divorce. Basically anything that's legally binding or something written on paper but she's holding the scales kind of over books. It's like she's looking for a sense of balance here. So I feel like it's some sort of partnership or something that kind of brings into balance things that may have been out of balance. So it could be that, maybe you've been spending, the last couple of years in school or, receiving training or investing in yourself to prepare you for something that you really want to solidify, such as a job. You want to get the right job or the right contract in place so that, things kind of balance out, so that maybe you're finally starting to make some money instead of just invest money or go into debt, things like that. You're definitely looking to put some sort of solid, structured thing in place this year to obtain more balance in your life. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at what could possibly get in the way of you achieving this. What is the obstacle? Okay, interesting. We had action, and this one actually came up flipped over. So I feel like it could be that you're not taking the right action or you're not doing things in the right order. Now I know, Capricorns do tend to be very patient and diligent and, thorough and great at planning things out. Just make sure that, there aren't things that are getting in the way from you actually taking the action that's needed and being kind of stuck or stagnant or, waiting for the right circumstances or waiting to learn more, to be more, to achieve more before you actually go out and do it, before you put yourself out there. Like, it looks to me like you already have the knowledge, you have everything that you need, the resources, the people, the opportunities are all, energetically there. You're a match to all of that already. So you just have to take the steps. You have to actually, move forward and take the action so that those opportunities can start flowing into you and things can start happening. So what could prevent you from, achieving these goals is, a lack of action. Don't sit back and think that there's more that needs to happen before you're ready. You are ready. Take the action, get out there, go for it, do it. Okay. So the next card is in regard to relationships. So this can be romantic relationships. It could be relationships with your children, your friends, your family, your coworkers, whatever it may be. Healer of the ages. Interesting. Okay. So your relationships are going through a healing. So, it's going to be different for everybody, but what relationships in your life are in need of some major healing, rejuvenation, need to kind of become whole again? Do you have, maybe a friendship that kind of fell apart in the last year or so that's been weighing heavily on your heart, or some, loss of a family member or conflict in a relationship? Something like that needs healing. It looks like the potential for that healing is here. You have to be compassionate towards yourself. You have to take the time to take a look at like what that situation actually was, what that person brought to the table, how you influenced what happened. Like, acknowledge what happened there, forgive yourself, forgive the other person, release it, let go. Okay, the healing is available for you in that area of relationships. Okay, in terms of career, work, and finances, rest and rejuvenation. Interesting. So I would say this might be a year where you actually get to kind of relax into work. You might be able to take it a little bit easy. It could also mean that in terms of career, work, and finances, you need to create the space to meditate, to ground, to calm yourself, to get out of any, frantic, chaotic energy so that you can really tune into your higher self and receive some of that divine wisdom to set you down the right path. It also speaks to patience, calmness, just that really grounded, secure energy. So I think that you need to be patient. You need to create the space. You need to listen to your inner guidance in terms of, career, work, and finance. And just trust that you're supported. This is a card that really speaks to being very present and aware, and not a lot of like motion, movement, and running around like crazy. Okay, so just make sure you're really tuned in, you're listening, and you're really aware of like what feels good, what doesn't feel good, and also making sure you're creating space for self-care. Okay, especially if you do currently have a job that tends to be a little bit hectic or stressful or overwhelming. You need to create the space for rest, rejuvenation, schedule vacations, whatever you need to do. You need to take care of yourself this year. Okay. In terms of your health and your well-being, interesting. So we have a broken heart here. So this could have a connection with this healer of the ages. There's definitely something that needs to heal. And it seems like maybe there's something in relationship, somebody in your life, some sort of loss, pain, disappointment, suffering, something that just, had a sad ending, or, something that you definitely need to heal from. This is taking a toll on your heart, okay? Taking a toll on your heart, your energy, your overall well-being, your mental health. So again, this year is really going to be about creating the space to heal from those pains, okay? And even with this, the rest and rejuvenation, it could indicate that, if there's something going on in, your family or friendships or, some sort of loss or something like that, where you need to take a break from work and from the outside world to really heal yourself and take care of yourself, you need to do that, okay? This reading may not speak to everybody, but I feel like those of you who know what I'm talking about, or even if it doesn't make sense now and it will later on, let the message be that it is a year for healing, okay? There's definitely some matters of the heart and things going on here that, if not taken care of, could really sabotage your overall health and well-being if not taken care of, okay? Again, that won't speak to everybody, but it is a general reading and it is coming through pretty clearly in this one. Okay, now what Capricorn most needs to focus on in the year 2020, we've got the Magician and the Mirror. Okay, it's interesting actually. I see, these cards are similar, although they have slightly, they have different meanings, but one right on top of the other. So the Magician and the Mirror speaks to taking a look at the things outside of us and what they are reflecting back to us. Because everything outside of us is a reflection of our own inner being. What's going on inside of us mentally is manifested into our physical reality. And that can be a tough pill to swallow. You may not believe that. You may feel like you are a victim of circumstance, or that, your reality is influencing you, but it's actually the opposite. Everything that you believe and that you expect is what actually manifests into form. So taking a look at the things outside of you, what's working well, what's going great, what things do you expect that are going to work out well for you? Are those things working well for you? Probably. The things that have not worked well for you in the past, are they currently not working well for you? Probably, because we project the past and our past experiences into the future because of expectation, belief, conditioning, the things we learn as a child from our family, our community, our culture. We project those things into the future, and we actually let those beliefs sabotage our potential and the possibility that's available to us. So when you take a look around you and you take stock of, everything going on in your life and what that could potentially mean about you and what you believe, what needs to change, what needs to be nurtured, and what needs to change. Once you become aware of what needs to change, set the intention to change it this year. Create some some written statements, some intentions of what you're going to be working on, what you need help with in order to experience that change in your life, and then make it happen. The magician is the one that holds the power to manifest into form, kind of in midair. That's kind of the idea of the magician. It's like they're magic. They can make things appear out of nowhere. But guess what? Everything starts in the mind. It's all a thought. It's all a vibration. It has to exist in your intention before it can manifest into form. So get clear on the intentions. Get clear on what you want to see change, and then follow the breadcrumbs. The universe will provide for you if you believe in yourself and you believe in your ability to manifest exactly what you want. The breadcrumbs, the little steps, the inspired ideas, the new people, the resources, the things will start showing up for you, even if they seemingly don't have any connection with what you want. Follow it. Be curious about it. See where it leads. You never know who you might meet, opportunities that might come that are all in support of you changing those things in your life that are no longer serving you anymore. Okay, so that's what you need to focus on this year, is being the manifester, being the co-creator in your life, releasing anything that's no longer serving you, because this is the year for you to, heal what's been broken, what's been disappointing, what's been weighing on you heavily. Heal and release the grief, and start being really intentional about what you want your future to look like, and start taking those necessary steps. Okay? Moving on. What needs to be released in 2020 from Capricorn? Whew. We've got the angel of love. Okay? So, I feel like there's a lot of, kind of messages coming through regarding love and matters of the heart. So, in this card, I see, this angel who's kind of holding the heart and kind of looking at it. And, depending on the position of the card and the rest of the reading, I would, it could change the way you perceive it. But I feel like it kind of is showing a little bit of sadness or, disappointment or, grief or pain, things like that. So what needs to be released is, again, matters of the heart. It could also be resistance to opening the heart again. If you're holding your heart really closely, very protected, you've got, these barricades and boundaries around you because you've been hurt and broken before, and you're not ready to open up to that experience again. That's something that might be ready to be released. Like, the healing is happening this year. The healing is coming in so that you can be whole, and then you can open up to express more freely, to give more freely, to receive more freely. Your heart wants to be seen. It's worthy of receiving so much love. So what needs to be released is any sort of resistance around your heart. Heal what needs to be healed. And then release the fear, the pain, the shame, the guilt, whatever it may be that you've been holding on to, okay? The most significant lesson for Capricorn in 2020, financial constraints, okay? So I would say if you have in the past had a tendency to have issues regarding money, there's going to be some lessons regarding that this year. So it could just be more awareness and more knowledge about why these patterns have been happening in your life. Again, like the mindset, like, do you expect to be broke? Were you taught negative things about money or your ability to receive money or to keep money or to invest it wisely, or you risk too much with money? Like, whatever has happened in your past that has led to financial constraints, there's going to be some significant lessons about that this year, so that you gain more clarity and you can start choosing a new direction so that you don't have to deal with those kind of matters any longer, okay? So obviously, the sooner you can start taking a look at anything regarding financial challenges in your life, the sooner you can look at those honestly without shaming yourself or, anybody else and just being like, this is the way it is. It might be related to the things I was taught in the past or past experiences, but I get to choose today what I want my financial life, my prosperity, my abundance to look like going forward, regardless of the past. Okay, so that's where the lesson lies for you guys this year. Finally, one more card, the outcome for 2020 for Capricorn. Caring connections. Wow. Wow. So all of those lessons around love and healing and heartbreak, matters of the heart, the outcome by the end of the year, you will feel like you have either, maybe met somebody, again, this can be a romantic relationship. Maybe all of this healing and work you've done, around matters of the heart has prepared you to love again. Could be romantic. It could be friendships. Maybe you've healed from, issues with friends and being, manipulated or deceived in the past in your friendships. And you're just really ready to find, some new friends that really support you, that connect with you, that respect you, that take care of your highest good and aren't, sabotaging the things that you want in your life. It could even be in work. Maybe you get yourself, a new job or work partners or some project where the people you're working with are really supportive. They're really caring. They really want what's best for you. So beautiful, beautiful outcome for you guys for the year 2020. Definitely a lot of pretty strong messages coming through here for you guys. Again, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't at all, I'd suggest you check out your rising sign as well. But I do have one final card from the Moon Oracle deck, which is the guidance card for you whenever you're checking out this video. This is the message for you today. All right. So funny. So it's new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. How perfect is that? It's just what I said for you guys. This year, your hard work is paying off. And that means, there may still be some hard work this year, but you will absolutely start to see the benefits and the reward this year. I love that. It's actually the Capricorn moon for the Capricorns. Let me find my book and read for you the guidance. Beautiful. New moon in Capricorn. That's page 60. All right, Capricorn. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now, so think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Attuned to the moon, it says make a proper plan and execute it well. You guys know how to do that well. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Okay. And don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is. And it says the teaching is Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Wow, awesome card for you guys. I really, truly hope that this resonated with you, that it was meaningful. I hope that it brings you some comfort. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I would so appreciate if you leave your comments below. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I don't have a lot of content on the channel now, but there's a lot to come this year, so I would love to stay connected to you guys. And of course, if you'd like to do a private reading with me and really go into depth about specifically what's coming up for you guys this year, I would be absolutely honored. So don't hesitate to reach out. Either way, I wish you the absolute best, and thank you for your time. Have a good year, Capricorn.